Hello guys, and let's have a look at the most interesting urban development news from around the world I've met in recent days. By the way, I make these episodes weekly, so subscribe to the channel not to miss the future content. And before we start, I'd like to thank to all my amazing Patreon supporters. In the German city of Mannheim was presented the world's longest tram, 60 meters long, built by the Czech company Škoda. Notably, this tram is designed to run on a narrow 1-meter track. The 60-meter tram presented now is the first of 12 units ordered. Initially, rhein-neckar ordered 80 new trams of various length classes from Škoda, including 30 and 40-meter models, and now the order for 34 additional 3-section cars has been completed. So far, RNV has received 16 40-meter trams, 9 30-meter ones, and 1 60-meter. So different tram lengths allows flexible adaptation to the diverse requirements of the route network in Rhein-Neckar region. Delivery of all 114 trams ordered is expected to be completed by the end of 2026. John Lang has announced that it has increased its stake in Sydney's light rail network to 95% after signing an agreement to purchase a 62.5% stake from Aware Super, the public-private partnership that operates the network. The network carries more than 40 million passengers a year and having a transformative impact on the streetscape of central Sydney. Further growth of the light rail network is also proposed. This includes Altrec's proposal to extend the network by 11 km along Parramatta Road to Green Square via Central Station. This extension will support residential investment, revitalize Parramatta Road, and connect people to jobs, education, healthcare, and many more. In general, Sydney's light rail network is an important component of its public transport system, helping to reduce traffic congestion and vehicle emissions, as each light rail car can carry up to 450 passengers, which equals 9 buses. And which is much more important, hundreds of private cars. In early September, public transport operator Regional Verkehr Cologne put the first Solaris articulated hydrogen buses on the road out of a batch of 18 ordered a year ago. In total, the carrier now has 46 Solaris hydrogen buses in its fleet. Hydrogen buses delivered to RVK in early September are equipped with 100 kilowatt fuel cell system. They can be refueled with more than 50 kilograms of hydrogen gas, which is stored in 8 tanks located on the roof. Also, they have a modular drive system that eliminates the need for traditional engine compartment, which allows to increase passenger capacity. After more than 4 years of construction, the new £340 million Belfast Central Station has opened. It will be the largest integrated transport hub on the Irish island, replacing the Great Victoria Street Station and the Europa bus station. It includes 26 bus stops, 8 rail platforms, and 200 bicycle parking spaces, which will improve connectivity and encourage sustainable active travel for a healthier city. Also, a lot of bars, cafes and shops has opened in the station building, and it's quite funny that Irish News talked about this in much more detail than about the actual transportation component. It is expected that new station will also contribute to transformation of neighborhood around it, which is currently quite depressed. For example, a public space, Saltwater Square, will be created next to the station with an accent on art and culture that will be open to the public. This work around the station will continue until 2025, aiming to transform a once-forgotten area of Belfast. The new hub is seen as a major regeneration project for this part of Belfast, with the potential for 1.3 million square feet of mixed-use office, residential, leisure and retail space. From September 16 to October 26, an experiment with parcel transportation by tram will be conducted on B line in Strasbourg. This initiative, led by La Poste, Alstom, Eurométropole de Strasbourg and the Strasbourg transport company CTS, aims to explore new solutions for parcel delivery by optimizing the available capacity of the existing transport infrastructure. In practice, this means that Colissimo parcels will be delivered by B-line trams. The route will run from Mannheim station to Berlin station in the heart of Strasbourg. At 9 a.m., a postman will escort about 100 parcels in the main tramcar. After arriving at Berlin, a second postman will load the parcels onto the cargo bike and deliver them across the central part of Strasbourg. This tram parcel experiment will allow the partners to test whether parcels can coexist with passengers without affecting passenger comfort or the operation of the tram network and without changing the parcel delivery service. And if so, this will help identify new logistics solutions in which delivery links made by trucks could be served by trams in the future. Currently, while urban freight transport accounts for 20% of urban traffic and 30% of road use, it accounts for 50% of diesel consumption, and as a result, it is responsible for 25% of greenhouse gas emissions and 35 to 45% of particulate matter emissions. Well, that's an interesting experiment, so we'll see what happens, and if anyone is watching me from Strasbourg, be sure to share your impressions of it. By the way, as far as I know, postal trams were used in some cities in the early 20th century, so this is kinda a throwback to the roots. In the city of Charlotte, council members voted to spend $91 million to buy an abandoned Norfolk Southern Freight Railroad from downtown to a line in Iredell County. Owning these tracks is a key step towards building the long-awaited Red Line, a commuter train to Lake Norman, and the railroad company's refusal to sell or share the tracks has delayed the Red Line for years. But to build the train, the city needs to find the money first. So council members also voted to ask state lawmakers in Raleigh for permission to put 1-cent sales tax increase on the November ballot to pay for the multi-billion-dollar transportation plan. And if Raleigh approves, the referendum could be put on the November 2025 ballot. And this is all the news for this week, so thanks for watching and hope to see you here next week again.